I guess I'll just read this as written. So, narrator. Science doesn't yet understand exactly where epithets come from, or how they're formed, but when somebody's born with one, it means big things are in store. As for the rest of you, chin up! Sometimes it takes many years before
a person discovers their epithet. And who knows? Maybe that someone will be you. Please move to the next exhibit. As for the rest of you, chin up. Wasn't that interesting, children? Now, who has questions?
A boy in front of the class raises his hands.
Yes, you.
Why did the school hire a tour guide if you're just gonna read along with the voiceover?
Aha! An excellent question. Who else has a question?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Also a question. Very good. Now it's my turn to ask a question. Does anyone here have an epithet? Come, there's no need to be shy.
It's dumb.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Why, you're lucky to have an epithet at all. Most people don't have epithets. And what does that make them, kids?
A Monday.
That's right, a Monday. You know, some people think not having an epithet makes you inherently less valuable as a person. My boss insists there are many reasons I myself am not valuable and will get back to me in 2 to 3 business days about my continued employment. Moving along with the tour.
Don't just stand there, you idiots! Do something!
Now, children, why fight over priceless treasures when you can have one of my questionable pocket items? Is anyone interested in some metal that was once a slinky? Perhaps some unpackaged salt?
Martin ignores Dan and swan dives into the pile. Treasure!
Understandable.
Maybe we could use your cell phone to call the police?
A cellular phone. What a flight of fancy. Why, next you'll say I can afford to live in a house.
Mood.
I was thinking we could use this gun.
Dan hoists a large, unwieldy device that looks like a slot machine with an elephant snout MacGyvered onto it.
Yes.
It's my patented slot machine gun. Or it would be if I hadn't been banned from the patent office for trying to patent sadness. This baby can make people cry both from blunt force trauma and financial ruin.
Dan pops up from a plant.
Hey, you scofflaws! I bet you weren't expecting this!
Dan pulls a trigger. This is from an earlier version where dice rolls were in-universe and visible. Dan rolls a 2 and the gun clicks and sputters uselessly.
Because neither was I. I forgot to load the gun.
In this, she said she wanted to take my epithet, right? Does that mean the amulet really worked?
Oh ho! If you need proof, simply gaze upon the man before you. Old Dan's living the Monday life now.
Dan's epithet reveal card appears. Instead of the word bet, it now says nothing!
Your own boss stole your epithet?
That's like so evil, and not in the cool way like skeletons riding motorcycles.
Stole? Ha! No. I let her take my epithet. My bet ability is eating old Dan out of house and home, both of which are currently a dumpster. Without that epithet bringing me down, I'll be a new man. No more gambling addiction for old Dan Gansley.
Dan rolls a 1. His portrait begins shaking. The gun sputters and then detonates, sending hay pennies raining across the room and knocking Dan out instantly. Indus walks up to him. Sometimes Dan takes naps. I believe that's all the lines I could find from him. Unpackaged salt fucks me up.
Yeah, that's a good one.